I'm getting something on the distress channel.
Under the neutral zone in 1 minute, Captain.
Now entering the neutral zone.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Neutral Zone. It's your pal Josh Wagner. I couldn't be with John this last week to talk about the Daedalus project. I was in the Orion Belt with the pirate cartels dancing with the green women. Anyway, so I'm back in the Neutral Zone, and I just wanted to give my feedback about the Daedalus project, which was Star Trek Discovery's episode this last week. I really enjoyed it. There are some aspects of it that are just really, really fantastic. And so one of the things was, of course, Areum. And I really like the fact that we've kind of seen her in the background for the last couple of seasons. And it's nice to kind of get to know her. Of course, she's a cyborg of some kind. And we kind of got some backstory. Is either this episode or the last one that she had a shuttlecraft accident. And that's why she is the way she is. And so I think it's an interesting character. Of course, they killed her off at the end of the episode, or maybe they did. I know that John, the other guy here in the Neutral Zone chat, thinks that maybe she's not dead. Star Trek does have a hard time kind of committing to death. We resurrected Spock. He was the first one we resurrected, and then of course there's been other resurrections that have happened throughout the series as well, including Giorgio getting resurrected in the Mirror Universe last season. Anyway. So I do agree with John that there are times in which Star Trek just can't commit to death, into darkness. The Khan's blood saves Kirk, et cetera, et cetera. But whether or not she survives, I think it was interesting to get some backstory on her. I think it was interesting to, I think they did a great job of bringing the humanity through the technology, which is kind of one of the themes that occurs in Star Trek, is the sort of dehumanization of technology. Of course, we get that par excellence in the Borg, but it's a thing that sort of appears throughout science fiction, and there's this sort of theme in this season that appears again in science fiction, which is artificial intelligence taking over the universe. And in this case, of course, Control wants to have the AI from the big planetoid thing so they can kill all the sentient life in the universe. So that's a big deal. But I mean, it's a trope that appears in Star Trek, of course, even back in the original series, the M4 computer, the Daystrom computer that started, took over the Enterprise and started killing other starships, or Nomad, or V'ger, or in other science fiction like Terminator or Matrix. I'm sure there's other great examples of this, but the idea here is that the artificial intelligence sort of takes over and kills everything. So that's the trope that we're sort of encountering here. And so I think it's really important that Areum is this character that is both cybernetic and also human. And I think they did a great job of showing us the humanity when they especially were showing us her memories in this particular episode. So I thought the episode was well written. I had a lot of fun with it. I liked that it had a linear plot line, that things are kind of coming together. There's so much plot heaviness in Star Trek that in Star Trek Discovery, what I mean is so many plot threads kind of all over the place, and there wasn't a lot of cohesion until the last few episodes, and I kind of like that. Still a lot of loose ends. Ash, what happened to him? Giorgio, what's going on with her? There's these kind of loose threads that are going on here. But I thought that the death scene was really well done with Areum, and maybe she'll come back. Like I said, we have some problems committing to death in Star Trek. Even Data, I guess, came back in some comic books or some books after Nemesis because they put his memories into B4. So I just thought it was but I thought it was good. And even if she does come back, it was a very emotional scene, and I thought it was great that Michael Burnham, it was a reminiscent of Star Trek 2, where Michael was going to have to say goodbye to somebody else, and of course, she doesn't have to pull the trigger. I thought that was really good because I don't think that character. I think she would have eventually done it, but I'm glad that she didn't have to. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with everything, and with the Control and the AI. I think it's interesting that the Section 31 people were all dead, and that they were all tricked with holograms. Of course, I really thought it was great that they exonerated Spock from killing those people and showing that. I kind of thought that it would be like that. I kind of thought that maybe it was going to be a fake video, and of course they figured out scientifically how to see that it was a fake video. So I didn't say that before. It's easy to say after that, oh yeah, I knew that the whole time. But I really did think that for a while. And I thought that it was really good that they used the heat signature stuff. So there's a lot of great things going on in this episode. I love Captain Pike. I can't get enough Captain Pike. I wish that I hope that they find some way to keep him around in the next season, but probably they won't. Maybe we'll get Commodore Decker. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But there's so many great things about Pike. I think his interaction with Admiral Cornwall, is really, really good. And, the fact that he was willing to do what was right rather than sort of follow bad orders would turn out to be fake orders. So, I just think that the whole episode was really great. It really came together. Well shot, well edited, I'm not the guy. That's John's department, but I just really enjoyed everything, and it was really exciting to watch all the way through to the end. So I'm looking forward to seeing more about what's going to happen in these last few episodes of the season, and really excited to see how they bring it all together. So again, wonderful episode. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time in the Neutral Zone. See ya.